fine. Everything is not fine. If he's listening to me today, everything is not fine. Yeah, Dembium, short of Gofobeka said, let's go the Kenya way. Debbie. Amafoka. Must we Ghanaians sit down and allow another country to do it before we wake up?
But almost situation no. A change
Almost situation change no.
Yes. I mean about your debt to GDP. Almost hover around 70 to 80% more. Yeah, in a 107%.
That means Ghanaians are too tolerant. Obi beka yeni nana for the diagrodo. We are toyed with him. We should have held him more accountable. If he's listening, and there was a time he told me it's the MMC impeachment. Yes, the way you know, only Ghana 98. That's why I said we should look at the constitution, because legally, do we have that authority or that? They be new idea and the ancient constitution here. For there's impeachment, but there's no aid to declare him. Saying
vote of no confidence.
Vote of no confidence. Parliament. If you look at the kind of acquisitions about Tiades in the for a year, almost like Napo. Udem cover them be we see what a briho pediatric side.
Why?
Napo.
Dr. Matthew Bogo.
The guy they've chosen as you know.
Domo Bepana want to
what they say. So also a Bema on the country the properties now. Wow, quite in here. Now say yes, I got them rightfully. You should tell us. We talked about your first saying Singapore.
Okay.
Lee Kuan Yew's period. You want to stop corruption? This government is the worst government. Why hear anything about corruption? It's the worst. We fight or a special prosecutor about who we are what. You did it to Martin Amidu because Martin Amidu was going to take certain actions, and you said no. So he quit, and that's why he called him mother's
serpent of corruption.
Of corruption.
Yeah.
Then you go and bring your own boy, Uncle Anuma. Then I'll can't ask him. Let me cry to tell you. I see the me cry about for it.
Yeah. Embrace one.
May they make to me. Memory so na me call. I are a hoopo. Your own boy wouldn't buy. Listen to Hopes Nadoye. This is how bad this leadership is. This government at Teso. If they are listening, they should listen well. But we shouldn't let them get away with it. And they will not get away with it. If they are listening, they should listen well.
But at the end, you bet my head.
Then me back China say they right now no and can me nyaya, but them Rano does not allow that and can see us topple the degeneration now because I'm say between now and election no and you be Koswa Obeka say they are raping the country. Acquisition of property, lands, yet in tongue assassin, cocantumes correct. Sika omuwe no.
Ensase
what get is Sika government bungalows no.
Abansase.
Those bungalows abansase.
And abandon.
It's a what's in housing. Now omudi Sika me suddenly little like skyscrapers. You see there kasi apartment there tongue. They are laundering money. I am saying that they are laundering money. They should come and say that it is not them. But we will find out. People within this government, this administration.
No,
because I don't know if I find, but I'm saying we will investigate it.
Okay.
These things have got to be investigated in the interest of the year of the people of Ghana. So yes, and I just the politicians and just say as a people, we must wake up. The people within the military, within the police, they are jokers. Almost then they will break the eight. With this nonsense that has gone on in our country, the way you have run the country down, look at the debt. Over 650 billion cedis. And you say we should vote for you. Hey, somebody should tell Vice President Bawumia, if I saw him today, maybe he won't even want to see my face. That Minyo Danka, make us say that be me here, because you are part of an administration that has taken this country. No,
we mate.
But you see,
but
Ghanaians are not stupid. We're not stupid. You can't tell nonsense like that to us and think that we should be quiet. Your chance, who says I haven't been talking like that for 8 years.
Yeah.
Give them an opportunity to prove themselves. The last election, but the never said and we couldn't catch them because pink sheet are seminal. You and getting the pink sheet in order. You never say NPP5 have told me that you are by Muslim going to me and fight. And if we will give you the vote, but you must protect the vote.
That's right.
So it's our duty as a party, in the interest of the good people of Ghana, say you be protected our votes now. I'm not for a because Oma say Omo technique be Omo di wia. And so it's for us, in the interest of the good people of Ghana, to take the necessary steps to prevent the stealing. Now, you bet snitching in the ma. I'm for can be because about Joma Mobe, Kofuni discanning here. There's nothing. I mean, you can't do. John said he won't do any new projects. He won't because the Yankonko borrows Kabia Mekao. We will use our own revenue from whatever we get our revenue from within to finish viable and proper projects are cost already, either from our time when he was there or during this government's time. Because the money and the project, it belongs to the people of Ghana. But those who are stealing money, I want to assure them that they won't get away with those monies. Seriously, they won't get away with that money.
The way Mokasan Admonina Swabia, a brain drua, Yanti excuse me. Evidence be. Because evidence is the name of the game.
You know, if we don't take steps to retrieve stolen properties, monies, assets belonging to the state, misappropriation of funds, Paulugu dam, almost $12 million, gone. Keta port, gone.
399 National Cathedral, $1 million.
Yeah, then Kelvin something. Yeah. You two ego in the interest of a few leading us. We need to try and retrieve those monies for people of Ghana. If we don't, the worst can happen to our country. There are those who will not have trust in politicians again, and they will throw governments out. I'm telling you, they would take over. They were looking at people like Ibrahim Traore, Burkina. They are looking at what is going on in the sub-region. So so I saw John Mahama right now. Once he walks into that Jubilee House or a Flagstaff House, he must take steps to put confidence back into this country. And he has assured us during his media encounter. Yeah. Confidence, if you don't put confidence, first of all, the confidence for investors, both locally and internationally, and then confidence from the people of Ghana. Say, so far, no, Wakasa were impressed. But I was listening to Ghana news file, your friend is saying
Samson Ladi. Yeah.
Or see, idea amma why a bit kind of say politicians in new mood deal.
Yeah.
Nana Kufuado, before he came, they remember interviewing him when he was not in government. The things he said and the poor delivery that he has delivered, no. And then it's in who are also Ghana, no. Politicians my a bit I was listening to me yesterday. Odika, because so Obi say to money, so media is like I've made my money. You know, you haven't made your no money. You have misappropriated the funds belonging to Ghana.
But can that same fate visit John Mahama? I mean, sir, a GBN na anye na wo amanyofo mu. Any the way a Kufuado kasaye. Nens went man be adwuma and John Mahama so kasa. Yeah, can he suffer same fate?
Well, if he doesn't deliver, but at least for now, no, we have the area of hindsight. John has been there before. Ghanaians have just in their mind comparing the performance of John Mahama 4 years and maybe vice president under John Atenase compared to what has gone on in this country. Any day they would prefer the experienced person. For 8 years. He has seen, Onukwa can tell where he would have done things slightly differently. But this one is a rape of our country. Now that is where the seriousness is. In Semuna Kosun, a dorsum, I mean, lands are selling the between now and I'm sure they're going to do worse to our country. But you see, you cannot do that. The people won't keep quiet forever. People are talking about the Kenya, and it's like I beg, we shouldn't have a Kenya situation now. So I look at President Mahama and say that you have a big job. You have to deliver. You have to rescue the country from the abyss. While we are close to the abyss, he has to hold the country in place when he comes. Within the first year, 2 years, if he is able to stabilize the country and we can see systematic and definitive progress, restraining, abuse of office and other things, if he can do all those things that he said he would do, including stopping or cutting back on this galamsey thing and dealing with corruption, if he is able to do something and it makes sense to Ghanaians, now let us say Ghanaians is Ghanaians in general, yourself, the journalists, the MPs, everybody thinks that, okay, we were sliding down, but now you're chock. And then we look at things like the rating agencies, they look at Ghana again and probably say that it's getting better. Then we know that at least he has halted the decline. And here to give us that confidence.
A bit messy within this 4 years.
I'm saying that within 2 years, John Manama will stop the slide into the abyss. Because if he doesn't, and I'll say, I won't go borrowing money again. In any case, I'm going to go to IMF and that. They celebrated with the Kenke party. What kind of book? Sorry. I was going to use some word. I should be using it on radio. Hey. No, but it's so bad. That's why I said I watched them for 8 years. Me, I don't jump. Before the first 100 days, people were trying to go. I said, no. You can't assess somebody based on 100 days. At least Obaka say, okay, he means well. But after 8 years, not the Akosono, not the whole Kosono. Come on. Come on.
I mean, and then for instance,
between now and December.
What I showed you, and then for instance, about Mebuna Enya Jumaya. Over the two Chronicle newspaper say about youth unemployment. I hear recruit to about for. And you be on my yard no man.
Not Kovoni Tonga.
There be.
Okojina, Baumia Kojina, if I said trainee allowance, or see a Jamao. Small guy being good anymore. Now, if the vice president of our country who kwani trainee for nurses akwako dinkomo, now you don't have your facts, how can this guy be our president? Seriously? How can he be? He always touts himself as Bank of Ghana, or called Bank of Ghana first. He was only a deputy manager. He wasn't the governor. He wasn't the governor. It was President Kufuor who came and made him deputy governor. But he was a deputy manager. So I'm saying the experience in running a country such as Ghana, 30 million people with all our assets and our resources, he cannot. He cannot. I for Napo, the less said about him, the better. But Wakofana can home because of Asantini. They are trying to play that tribal card. But I tell you, Obi say Asantifon no. But I think that they're woken up that John Mahama did better for us than under this administration.
But I'm also sure from a political angle.
Yeah.
Say at least numbers in a bit by Bibiamo. Almost Ashanti vote no. It me neutralizing Bibia.
They pack the ballot box, They do. 2020, we were winning, and suddenly 500,000 appeared from somewhere. Ashanti. Bang, it changed the numbers. Now, they manipulate the system. This is a Metisse who bore friends and Duncan Williams. It's really very encouraging. When you get a break, play that one for me. It encourages me every morning.
That's right.
He is cursing and everything. I'm saying that if they continue in this direction, it's a warning. It's a warning, and I've warned before. I don't know whether it was in this station or some other station. Electoral Commission officials, they should not go and do something like take bribe and help somebody try to do kululu, and you endanger your own life, because there will be instant justice at the polling station if anybody tries to do anything mischievous. Instant justice to either the policeman or a fake policeman.
Instant justice.
A vigilante, but the people who attack you. The people who attack you. The people who attack you. This is a life and death situation. You've messed our country, our lives. People have died and gone now.
But Your Excellency, who call for BBC?
People. We're trying to tell them that stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense. It has to stop. I'm a politician, so I'm trying to ask you that if you continue this way, the people, the masses, have no faith in leadership anymore. So we have a situation like that guy who was talking in Kenya. He doesn't care to die. But we don't want to get to that stage where people don't care to die anymore. And then they face leadership or politicians. We don't want to get there. So the nonsense must stop now. And others, people who can help stop that nonsense. And our MPs, I keep pointing at them. The people have put you as their representative. 275 of you. Parliament. Would they pay you? You have all the other benefits and allowances. You should come together to hold the executive in check. Come
together in what way? Say, Dom Kumani, Dom Kasi, Mramom.
Exactly.
Even in the UK, Krasas had agency.
Who can say about 90 of MPP A4 wanted to remove finance minister.
Finance minister, yeah.
That was the time they should have joined forces. NDC should have joined forces with them to remove him or to pass a vote of no confidence or do whatever to the president. They were angry. Why would they all want to sack the president's appointee or his cousin? They should tell you something. And you see, it was a missed opportunity. And Abra, your phone, them, you pay baby, this nonsense must stop. And the people are watching us. I'm a politician. I'm speaking for politicians. Don't endanger the lives of other politicians if you are in leadership.
But a man for no so much abano. So how can electorates also ever in ensuring say the right people are in parliament to represent your interests?
Well, for now, you are about say you have 275 MPs in place.
Maybe it's 2024 about one. And I'm using argument way as basis for my question. Said yeah na ye intimate for be ye. Said boni we si. E de na ye be wo ya batuo anamontuo mo. Na ya fa enkofo mo se fata. A mo betima gina for your interest.
You see the interesting thing is that obi per positioner oba be kan asem de achiro.
Yeah.
So then it's telling you he hasn't done it yet. Or say meyesi ama. On here, then they say that you make that judgment yourself. Me de metwa man na me nto man no. And they say Jomahama no, there's something to look at. Why you be paying that position no? But we are president da. On here be that. Papa we are president da.
That's right.
Ye ni man na mo 2 years so am bomodin a and ka obi an will be looking at Jomahama. I'm telling you for a fact. NDC for you two about for flag bearership the contest no. 2020 in votes on your 95%. This time right, almost 99%.
That's right.
We have total and absolute confidence in the man. On only legacy and NDC for it is true. It is there for everybody to see. If you acquire him for they tell you the truth. But the and they say don't go and collect money and come and do the wrong thing. Don't go and collect money and then cause bloodshed. Like Duncan Williams is saying, we are saying he is cursing you. For me, I'm saying to you that you could cause that bloodshed if you do the wrong thing on election day. You try to bloat the register, you try to sneak in ghost names, you try to do all manner of illegal and untold things now. Now it's a far war bar. You will get it.
No.
You will get it more than you will ever think about it. And we are sending a warning to them. If they try any tricks, because Ghanaians are fed up with this government and everybody can see, they themselves know. Ask them, Apia Kubi, ask they know.
So would you make free more?
But
I say, when you MPP need you.
Well, and but the the treatment they gave him, your own 82, sir. You disown the person.
So yes, sour grapes in a casana.
No, not so much. Now you bitter. But is he lying about the things? He's telling us what they do. In fact, he's going on to tell us what they did. And then no. Some got 2 grenades as a dynamite war. Why? Why?
Yeah.
Who was part of it? In the Subu Mijina quarter, Mr. Friend and Kufado, so may answer. we have issues. We don't want to continue to go down as a nation. And today, I can say, don't try, don't do funny things to try and steal the election. A hormone, that would be the.
Okay. Based on your community, Archbishop Nicholas Danka Williams, yeba mebuno no so. Na yasanso ahwe. The see we United Kingdom no. Oko parliament in Paris, the number of seats are Labour Party no etime swipu. NDC betima yesa wa bra ye go 2024. Benya no answer. Yenhwe Danka Williams. Archbishop Nicholas Danka Williams. Say ready na yentie na I know ye bottom to sansa time up. Say
and let me say this. Anybody that will take money, receive money to manipulate the outcome of the election, anybody that will do anything to cause the blood of anybody to be shed, to kidnap anybody, to cause any kind of what I call organized armed robbery, to create violence, to cause anybody's blood to be shed, a curse will come upon you and all your descendants. Madu kawasan kelei tu kawahan elumba la hasalaya awandu kasalalida. Let their projections backfire. Let their imagination backfire. Let their expectation backfire. Let their devices backfire. Let their divination come to a halt. And yea, we intercept their enchantment and their incantations. Let it come to a halt. Bunaya kusan kelu tawahan.
Well, Archbishop Nicholas Danka Williamson attending Kano. Sadanana Joe Metal. Any yen I hear suma yetuntum yameno. When ya kwenya no dem paye way etuja. Edien wehu. Edien watia. Ebema sampaye yi. Wabo.
Ojidi say the course of 2020 no. At that time, no, I think he was still a member of the cathedral secretary.
Board, yeah.
Gradually, akaba akupe or bisa. Because someone who said aban we nya aban edinechi. They had wanted to help Nana Akufo-Addo Ahobrasiemu appeal to them to support his vision. But I think they found out that they were not managing things properly and they were playing games. So gradually, 2020 elections in their course. As we speak, 8 people were killed in Techiman South. I don't know what the outcome of the investigation is. I don't know.
Rinsi yes. Update be amai. Yanchi obia.
Nipa bebria ye kunkum wono. This government said they are enkan ya dream. Enti ye koto ababio. Dia mo ye no de ever say a twem ko, we investigate it. That crime has no expiry date. Mukum, we took people's lives. Whether it was by accident, whether or at least do the investigation and then convince Ghanaians that it was accidental. But say, if you don't want to go down that route now, Abia Unim says, if you go all the way, somebody will spill the beans in the young kokra. Then, were you a leader of this country or you were just there to, as it were, seek your personal interest? Now, this man and other are so for, but this man's, it's clear that let the will
of the people prevail.
That is all we're asking for. And any attempt and American to try and steal this election, they won't know what hit them. I'm telling them for free. The people of Ghana will chase this leadership out. All of them. They shouldn't try it. So if they've engaged some people to do that, I know I'm saying. If they think they're going to recruit people into the army and the police now, we also have people in the military and the police who are waiting, professionals. So they should be careful. Let the people decide. When we vote and you're out of power because you have not treated Ghanaians well, go and sit on the touchline and also watch better leadership.
Over a peace councillor. I almost a type got to Omono, and you man, but when I can say, almost almost 1 million there, and you do Mujuma. You may be say, almost 1 million there.
Peace Council, I don't think they are capable. It's led by my own in-law, Waminia. But I don't think they are capable.
I didn't know.
Oh. Look, agro DB also office of special. Look, the government is just doing funny things, cosmetic things, but they don't mean it.
Wow.
President Akufo-Addo does not mean what he says.
But if the president doesn't mean it, ya point to omodu omakoto one. I mean, Kisiya Jabin, Peace Council, Nipa to say.
Nipa appoint no. Ubetu akokasa and Bawumia to me ankasa no.
But so more agony.
As vice president, you should be bold as a man. You care about the country. I mean, show that you have some responsible, thinking. To tell your leader or your boss, say, acquire fashion. And you see, I'm proud when I say these things that I've been able to tell. I work with 3 presidents. JJ.
That's right.
I work with Professor Mills.
Yeah.
And I work with John Mahama. 2 of them have died anyway. But you can even ask President Mahama. I speak my mind. Me no tiho. Nasa wo kase mintu anamombi. Anamenye bibi. Nasa ebia koye ya. Speak up. What is it? Omo Juma. I have got 12 years. Don't mean kumi. But speak in the interest of the good people of Ghana. Ghana first. That thing is so true. Country first, not party. And to say, what can say, Yankoye in Senhubi, that's a entoya, Mekachro. JJ, it was one of the things I will never forget. He told me this when I first joined him in '96. Was say, I was introduced to him by his wife. And I'll say, Ibn Soraya, no more cassette. That was the first time NDC under constitutional rule.
Yeah.
Now, say yes, sir. He doesn't mind you criticizing Bibi Oye, but give respect to the seat he occupies as president of the state. That is the advice he gave me. You can criticize me constructively without insulting me as the head of state. Give me the due reverence or respect. And that's exactly what I've lived with. And time now was with him, even in opposition. You call opposition now, on a free you are in a Jume. We used to travel a lot. We used to do things, And Oye Bibina Yama said, no, chief, I said that we are getting power drunk. You are bold enough to tell me that. Yes. Kwame Minkah, there will ye san and to say that is how it ought to be. Why did the vice president say that me I was a mate? What? Vice president, you want to become president of Ghana? It's a joke. He's a joke in this matter. That comment made them like
first year mame.
Okay, I'm not going to say first year mame.
Also first year mame.
They are making a mockery of him. Instead of say he was a mate to the president and he no dictate, but you can advise. You can sit with the president and say to him, "There wo ye no, esusu asu say enebeba, ebetumi how mine no." Will finance minister, but and bring him, and I'll convince him in your presence. These are some of the things people who work in government should be doing.
So based on this, what's the difference? So you're buying that John and Jane ticket, and Bawumia Napo ticket, and so you're buying that Dantemo. The ain't a Sefata Ghana.
You want an experienced leader. So let's take the leaders. Forget about the ticket for now. That is 2 of them. Bawumia on change on Mahama in anything. One make economics, John quite economics assistant. John may not have done. He did history.
Yes.
But John Mahama as president, every Saturday, his private time, Atenase in Osuya, he will call the ministers. He will ask them questions about even book and understand the concept and some of the things that are policy, understand it, they discuss it. He seeks other opinions to try and help the country go forward. That's what he told me, and I knew he was doing it. But Bawumia, first of all, you haven't been. He kept telling you haven't been president before. I'm a vice president. Me, I've been before. I've been president. I've been minister. You just were a deputy manager from Bank of Ghana.
And now you're a deputy governor.
And We even brought him to Ghana, NDC. His father was a chairman of Council of State for a NDC period. Oh.
The Kobe NDC ni
That's a Makachi. He wanted to be running mate to Atta Mills. He wanted to be running mate in 2004. Well, you're just looking for it. But you see, you don't have that experience to run a country like Ghana. He doesn't. Look, you presided 8 years over such rot. How can we give power to you? Ghanaians should wake up. Simple logic. The man was the chairman of the economic management team. He was the vice president of the current administration. 8 years, Ghana has gone from B+ status to junk status. How can you give power to such a person? Okay. It won't happen. It will not happen.
You're running mates no swear. I mean, my argument be to say, Napo and a boy ma nanado nisra you know, ever free SHS no. Or on a boy implementing 10 times war. Why better question be anyone?
Oh, question.
No, the amount of work.
But wouldn't there are questions?
Of course, yeah.
Serious questions.
Yeah.
Double track You know, I want to liken this particular
as against Professor Nana.
Free SHS idea. No. First of all, let me look at the policy. Yeah. First of all, it's in our constitution to implement such a policy progressively.
That's right.
True or false?
True.
John Mahama started it. He was building a foundation by providing the infrastructure to support the free SHS to work and work sustainably. That's the bottom sustainable, want to mean two and in collapse. Then I go for the call UK. I don't know whether it's Al Jazeera or the BBC.
Hard talk.
He didn't have an idea. You see, this is the problem with these guys.
In terms of costing.
He didn't even know the numbers. He didn't even know the numbers. He didn't know the numbers in terms of how many people we are looking at and the cost. Because they caught him unaware. It's just like they caught Bawumia when he went to the nurses, what's the the same thing that Akufo-Addo did in BBC. Obviously, the people didn't feed him with the right information. John Mahama was building the foundation. So, what we had, he started building the E-blocks and all the other structures in place, so that the free SHS will be sustainable when it is implemented fully. You rushed, it's like building a house, foundation, while rushing Kodano into the house. Right? If you're not careful, the foundation now ain't solid enough, it will cave in, it will kill the children. This is an analogy I'm trying to make. John Mahama say, when I come back, we will get structural engineers and good architects while rushing Kodano into the thing already. Nobody's going to abandon it, but we must support the system. Now, they didn't collapse, so to speak. This is the kind of sensible arguments that John Mahama put across. And then because they want to cause mischief, they have a group of young people or Jubilee House who are, they churn out rubbish saying that that kind of nonsense talk. Dumso, the same Napoya, what can I say me? Also, Dumsie, bullshit talk like that. I'm sorry, my language. I never any Dumsie and all that. Go and bring your own timetable. I grew up so friend of
so what do we find upon to
how on earth?
So Napo, education minister paying.
When I'm 2 years, a Juma we year no, you can compare. And you say you be compare him with Bakuya Ba, Bakuya Bema, Bakuya professor, who will say a medical officer. The Mepa Chen say the running mates Professor Nana, outdoor. You heard the speech that she gave and her performance. Yeah. She doesn't sit quietly, say, "Booba, walk over her." No. And then offer a drink to the leader.
And then so Napo Bakasa.
But the po, I am mobile because the leader now can support you. He's not good. He has no experience of running anything. The only job meaningful why obviously the deputy governor of Bank of Ghana and the President Kufuor man to see her. Because he was a deputy manager or back. So Obey vice president, no. Yes, we are chairman of the Kwame team. Offerata didn't respect him. We are where Offerata deals the idea of the president. We are where
it's more compelling ticket than MPP.
Oh, but more than that. Look, your pekwan can for running meeting. John Mahama can deliver. No joke, but Ochebi you know, when Tiapo announce we need room, you know, that's why you have a vice president. But the vice president, Ejuma president Nemauno, Ubeye.
Okay.
Now the president no ekasi enkoye bibi. Now we are the deputy. Now we are badrimba. Let's say enkoye magana. Not a party or Ghana. You should be able to have a one-on-one with the president.
Professor Nana J.
I have had dealings with her. Why your vice chancellor of the university? One manager and Kwada. I mean, people have passed through her hands. She's not a small and the chair. She's the I think the vice chancellor for African University, Women Something University.
Yeah.
My point is that she's bold enough. On Dwaboase, she's not self-seeker. On Bibia man who in Nebusia, and Tina Wakoya Edgeman.
But Sen Naponso Canadian. What to be yes, I said, or also be vice president. What to be Canadian, Chenadri, and Chen Penny.
And Oya education minister now, Ghana mine Bofom. Now, Okra drinks and compass or vice president Achino. And you know, catch it Nane Kufado, and in our buying. Still, cabinet. Okaobi, vice president is Obi.
Yeah.
The West is by me, I'm a flag bearer. No. It's the West. What Ghana? What 8 years? I'm a Ghana sinky. What's the UFST animal? Would the Ukra divine vision? MPP Nimba could be Minkah, but all your video be. Also, all your man Bonimpa. What now? Also, wow, vision. I don't have in a Nakufado. No, ma, what say Abano? If it was the ever see an nation with him. That's a joke. Let us be serious. After 4 months, it's not because of elections, but Ghana Dachi. If these guys try to steal this election, God should help Ghana.
But His Excellency has be a would tie it to gauge the pulse of the nation. No? What they to United Kingdom, do we ye? I want a Labour Party in Shipu seats Bebre Beno. A bit to Messi Ghana based on said it was who said your mind the pulse is it here.
The pulse is there, but I think in our campaigning we should. I say Ghana for Duduna, you know, not only the urban dwellers, the whole nation. Yama say Ghana first. Your country, Bijna ye, na ye madachi, yankasa yankoso, ya sitinem, ekoye mayeno. Muma yankai say, and your party, and ye dibu mayeno. In the sense, say they about tia de so, or they are shias ye no. Near here sitnema enyeno. You to mean can't say, you bet 2 Madam Mahama, you huni pain. Nanamuntuna or 2 yeno, a jumo yeno. It was far better than what you have done.
Yeah.
And you're better than the manibium, then go back to your, you know, and
constituencies.
Yeah. And reach out to Ghanaians. We need to explain to them. And that is my message. I made a catcher. I did want to say, don't just go to NDC to go and tell them. I mean, they're already with us. And but they are with us as a party, but we're asking them to be supportive because we want to help the people of Ghana. So we reach out to the non-NDC forward, go to communities, sit down with chiefs, with leaders, farmers, everybody, and convince them and tell them that we need to save our country. But it is our country we need to save, not our party.
But do you see yourself sweeping more seats? Because
it's more than likely. You know, the last time, I believe we won more seats than them. But they could not just understand, say, how are they going to run the country? That's what they were thinking. If they are stealing for the Nekufado. But then if you got more seats. Into Ukaya, initially it was like we had more seats. And then there was a lot of to and fro. And if you almost say, some 2 seats, be the court, just so that they can just beat us by that one gentleman or a deputy speaker, a second deputy, until he agreed to help them. So now they became the majority. This time round, they will lose so badly. They will be shocked. They will be shocked. But it behoves on all of us. You see, out on the radio. So here I know.
Yeah.
There's some people saying, "No, we want to be neutral." We'll be saying neutral. Hey, Ghana say we're neutral. and you don't belong to this country. Because if the country collapses or it plunges this country, not say a man will rise up against the system, you could also become a victim of the uprising. Oh yes, to save the country, because those who are seeing they are coming, they were part of the ones who destroyed Ghana. The two people, Tik the Okano, Baumia and Napo.
By Afro-Frantonso, Alan Jamatin, and said that the what to be that? How are you going to carry the sea to the Kumasi? Tell me seriously. Obi, you know, I was wondering, he's my friend. I wanted to see, hey, are you okay? Ube Fapo, Eda Kumasi. What to be that? It doesn't make sense. I don't know whether he knew even about Bonkra port. No, that was the whole concept. Say, some of the cargo will go there by train or something. But to carry the sea, it's in fact, be that. And the world over, who sky in a war, and the Ghana castle sky in a war. What I say, it is true. For instance, Dubai and Emirates, they desalinate the sea to try and use because a desert. Yeah. So they need, to get proper water to do other things. We even started a desalination plant in Nungwa. Yeah. So I'm saying that he's just trying to add to the numbers. I mean, we're going to see up. Too downplay, no.
Oh, please. Look, we've got to be serious as a country. We don't countenance some of these things, especially when he mouths what he mouths. I want to say, hey, are you normal?
But even John Mahama Jitu said election way about the youth. And so if you have a youthful person contesting now.
If you have a youthful, but it's not about just any youthful person. Obi Okanyan Sasem. Obi a ubet ne GDH ne muse ubet me to sana mono. Currently, in our current arrangement, John Mahama is the wisest of all these leaders. Because why be paying? And they all catch a Ghana for no. So I assume the 3-hour standing a campus, I watched the whole thing. I couldn't believe this man has just become like a colossus in our politics. He must save this country. He knows it. It behoves on him now to save Ghana. And Ghanaians are looking up to him. Me pon asori last Sunday. So many people. Me asori me kon no Ekufo comes to the same church.
Asori be
Rich church.
Okay.
We are all Anglicans.
What time about there?
I say my papa. I'm saying them. Na nipa bi ye pon na me kwata me kan na penifo bi na me ni omo inshallah nye friends. They walked to me and I said, Masa, mo yire mo. I see a pump some coffee. These were people I used to see with President Akufo-Addo shaking hands with Obayeno. I was saying a pump as a nation.
Wow.
These are Ghanaians.
Our more friend. Very well. Yes, Excellency. Fatuma, anybody when you're my another pay.
I say you're spending time you didn't come.
Absolutely.
But in the next 4 months, they'll be interested in Ghana.
And you better touch with wow.
Mate.
Bedasifa. Excellency, Ambassador Victor Smith, Nebusiamotin, and Kamesra Moda. Minkah will be a say, Yenya Kelvin Asante, Emma Miato. His mother is very healthy. Just say what the message by say NDC, a year Ablekuma South constituency, Vice Chair Paul Adi Kujo. Emma me adane bonkum so no man yako enti sa message no and na make kan mo am send no condolences ne no honkon no monye ne mom and no never bo e wusi aye den ko wori be sia kira nyame yadoma ye be say chia bio power mid morning e be say o radio so bye bye.